Good day to everyone, and welcome to this presentation. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself and the topic for our discussion. My name is Al-Sadiq Bashir Yusuf Blau, and the topic for my presentation is the framework for the development of occupational safety and health assessment model for Libyan iron and steel industry. To start, we just go to the introduction of the body. For introduction, let's begin with the discussion from the introduction of steel making process. The complex steel making process is a multifaceted with various subset of activities that are carried out in different stations and which are interconnected and required high energy. Hence, it is associated with high risks and hazard. Because of the complexity of the steel making process, occupational risks, accident, and hazard are inevitable, thus resulting to injuries, ill health, and damages to workers, equipment, and raw material losses. The consequences is heavy and devastating. It costs the organization money for insurance, treatment, and repairs or replacement. It equally affects productivity. The negative consequences leads to loss in productivity. The best and well-effective approach to manage risks and accidents is to improve safety performance. Why performance evaluation? Among the 7 elements of safety and health program, which include workers' participation, hazard identification and assessment, hazard prevention and control, education and training, management leadership, and multi-employer worksite, program evaluation and improvement. Evaluation and improvement is the cardinal element that accommodates a structure for assessment and improvement of the entire safety management system. In a situation where these formalized practices of assessment is neglected, a failure of the system, the safety management system, is evident. For the problem, the following are the identified challenges which prompted the need for this study. Lack of standard protocol on how safety assessment is to be conducted. There is no general established instrument to measure occupational health and safety management practice. It was not found in some of the Soviet industry. And only few studies utilize reliable method for prediction of accident and for assessment of safety and health practices. The absence of effective assessment of occupational health and safety in Libyan iron and steel industry was found to be responsible for the failure of the system, and that required an urgent intervention. Hence, the need for this study. Objectives of the study. The overall aim of the study is to develop an occupational safety and health assessment model for Libyan iron and steel industry in order to help in achieving the purpose for effective occupational health, safety and management practices. However, the specific aim of this paper is to bring forward a structured framework which can be used for effective development of assessment tools for evaluation of occupational health and safety management in a very wide and complex system like the steel and making industry. Now, the methodology applied for this study ensure the development of proactive performance indicators, PPIs, as subset of individual component of safety and health management system. And to achieve the target, a systematic review study of the problem was carried out, and a structure framework is designed and hereby presented in the subsequent slide. Now, the method ensure the development of proactive performance indicators in accordance to the holistic approach as shown in the figure below. The following are the findings obtained after the review and development of the PPIs. 1. A large number of PPIs with quite huge internal structures were developed. The complexity of the measurement system has been forecasted due to large volume of information to be collected and to be processed. More time and personnel will be required, and hence the need for accurate selection becomes inevitable for reducing the number of PPIs down to major key performance indicators. The SMART criteria was employed in determining the set of features that are expected to be to form a good KPI. The KPI is supposed to be specific for measuring the effectiveness of a specific goal. It should be measurable, it should be achievable, it should be relevant, and it should be timely to accurately describe the requirement of the action being studied. In order to achieve the number of KPIs that will be sufficient for proper evaluation of the operational safety and health management system, a multi-criteria decision-making method was adopted. Among the major methods that appeared in literature is the analytical hierarchy process, AHAP. It is the most popular and the most widely applied in practice. The wider coverage of the AHP is due to its relatively low level of complexity, availability of relevant supporting software, and the possibility for applying it for solving decision problems in the area of science and technology. In conclusion, this study appeared to be first to study the actual implementation status of safety and health management in Libyan iron and steel industry, with specific attention to the appraisal of the health and safety practice. The study's visible contribution is the presentation of various assessment techniques, and extend these techniques and philosophies can contribute for effective development of occupational health and safety model for iron and steel industries. Therefore, this study recommends the combination of decision-making method of SMART and AHP for developing the model for assessment of occupational health and safety management practices in Libyan iron and steel industry. And this study can be globalized and it can be applied, it can be suited for other iron and steel industry in the whole. And these are the references that was used for the study. And